Airpeace. Nigerians are happy. Happy is understatement. Nigerians are overwhelmed with excitement. Airpeace is saving us a lot of money, guys. Airpeace, thank you. Guys, did you know that Airpeace comment is operation to the busiest and most lucrative routes? I choose to use the word lucrative because those other airlines, foreign carriers, were charging us arms and legs to fly us into London. Just imagine having to pay 4 million for an economy ticket and 15 million for business class ticket to go on a 6 hours flight. What a ripoff. And if you don't want to pay that, you will use alternative routes, and that will cost you a flight time of over 12 hours. Serious heartbreaking. Serious. That's like a ripoff. That's like taking advantage of the whole nation. And the fact that they had to crash their ticket fares within 24 hours calls for concern. We need to start asking questions, guys. We need to start asking questions. What a shocking revelation. It took a Nigerian career, Airpeace, thank you. Thank you so much to make that happen. And again, according to Airpeace boss, he said that even going by what they charge for flight fares, he's still making his profit margin. And for so long, others were charging a lot for the same seat, and it was blaming it on exchange rates. In this Nigeria, we need to start asking questions. We need to start demanding for accountability. What a fantastic revelation. So this is part of the reason we're all throwing our hands in the air to celebrate with Airpeace, coupled with the hurdles they had to surmount to accomplish this feat. Airpeace, thank you so much. Just in case you are still wondering why so much celebration for Airpeace to kick off with this Lagos London route, you will hear it. Just listen to Allen Onyema's interview. You will understand the reason, you will understand why. This calls for celebration. The sweetest thing is that the cost of ticket have gone down, and it will help to stabilize Naira. Since the ticket purchased in Naira, we are purchasing our ticket in Naira, so we don't need to source for dollar. Nobody's asking for exchange rate. And of course, we are Nigerians. Niger for life. And we love our native food. So we should expect Nigerian spicy jollof rice among other fantastic dishes to be served on board. Epis, thank you so much. Nigerians are happy. Oh. We are happy. We are very overwhelmed with excitement. We cannot even hold this happiness. It's so much. Saving Nigeria a lot of money is not a child's play. However, in another news, it took Epis 7 years, just like almost a decade, to commence the operation, even after securing their due approval. Guess what? There were hurdles upon hurdles to surmount. Well, it's expected in every sort of businesses. People will want to pull you down. In this video you're about to watch, Allen shared so much experience about what he passed through, especially the dirty politics of BASA, that is bilateral service agreement in aviation. Aside the written agreement, they play politics with doing everything possible to stop Airpeace from going into that operation, going into UK. He even mentioned the external politics and the internal. Even Nigerians in Nigeria tried to stop him. This bilateral agreement says that whatever you give to this country, the country give back to you. That is bilateral service agreement, is the reciprocal agreement, which allows for equal and mutual agreement, which says that whatever you give to our local flights is what we'll give to you. However, in this case, they try all sorts of the service to discourage the business from happening. We will listen, but thank God for all things are possible. Listen to what the Airpeace boss had to say. He shared his whole experience, the service, every hurdle.
First of all, you suffer what I call both internal and external conspiracies. It took us 7 years. We got the designation, I think, about 6.5 years ago, to go into London. Since then, it has been cat and mouse game. We actually procured our 3 777s because of this route, not for any other route, because we wanted to give it the blow that it deserved as at that time. However, we were not allowed to go. It's not just, whether you like it or not, there's what we call international aeropolitics, which is very dirty. We applied to get, for the TCO. TCO means Third Country Operators Permit. You must get that one before you start going into any European country, UK inclusive. And the TCO organization from Europe wrote our Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. Do you know Airpeace? Do you know about their designation? And we were denied. My own country denied us, so they threw it back. Went back to the NCA. They said, "Oh, we didn't tell you." You didn't tell them. Who designated us? The Minister of Aviation, the Federal Minister of Aviation, whose duty it was, and still is, to do that. We said, okay, we are ready. They refused. They said, until they allow us to apply. You got designation from the federal government, and the NCA, under the same federal government, was telling you that you should not make any application towards going into the UK. Meanwhile, you gave us the nod to go to China, go to India. China is 14 hours, about 13 hours going to Guangzhou and 14 hours coming back. India is about 12 now because of the closure of the Sudanese airspace. About 12 going, about 13 coming back. Yet, you didn't find this airline worthy to go into the UK. 6 hours, piece of cake. For an airline that is doing over 160 hours of flying daily in this country, no other airline in the entire West and Central Africa does that much. 160 hours of flying, unblemished, no issues. What is 6 hours? Yet they stopped us. So the game is both from within and without. We were stopped. I would never stop saying it. So we continue this cat and mouse game with the NCA until Captain Musa Nuhu, during his time, said enough is now enough. Airpeace must be allowed to go in. What is the issue? When the heat became so much, they said, no, we must prove to them that we're able to pass the TCO. I said, okay, you come and audit us based on the TCO standards. They said, no, you have to get IATA, some consultancy firms from IATA, to do that. IATA must conduct that and give their results. We paid, I'm sure it cost over 200 million. We brought IATA. IATA conducted a TCO audit on Airpeace dump. Remember, we are IOSA certified, so I don't know why the need for that. We passed. It took several months before IATA even came. Then they wrote to NCAA that you should allow them to proceed to go and do the audit with the TCO Europe. They didn't respond. Several months passed, going up to a year. We went back to them and told them that, look, it is better you come out and say why the reason for all this, or I go to the press and say it, and I withdraw. But mind you, this country is being fleeced by all the airlines going to London from this place. People were paying 5 times more than they should have been paying. All sorts of reasons were being given to this. And you're saying you don't have capacity. You have 3 777s, worth several hundreds of millions of dollars lying out there, fully purchased by this airline. I was when I said, okay, we are now going to audit you ourselves, not minding the result of the IATA people they recommended. At first, I didn't want to acquiesce to that. My chief operating officer, Mrs. Toyin Olajide, said, Oga, please, let's follow them. So I agreed. They came and audited. No, nothing, of course. I found nothing. It was at that point Musa Nuhu said, enough is enough. Airpeace must be allowed to access the London market, and cancelled whatever the other people put in place and allowed us to go. Now, the British people came with their TCO audit. They didn't spend 48 hours with Airpeace. It's one of the most stringent audits you can think of. When you said, what have we learned? The difference between us and some Nigerian airlines that went there in the past was that they didn't have that TCO audit. Though That was not enough to have made them to go down. And their going down was not because they were not good. I will tell you, even in the last 1 week, what we've seen, if God is not with us, we would have said, okay, let's go. Let's close it before we start losing money left, right, and center. Those Nigerian airlines were dealt with under the dirty international aeropolitics, and they suffered for it. So I knew all this, and I said, I must go bona fide into the UK. I must get it as of right. When you get the TCO, if you pass it, and you get your FCOP, that your permit now to operate, that is the best. But do you know when we applied, the UK people told us, this TCO is true. You may not be able to pass it like the other Nigerian airlines. You may not be able to get it. Why not look for partnership or get wet lease from a UK carrier or European carrier? Once you fall to that trap of depending on wet lease alone for your operations, they will deal with you. They could use those people. They wake up one morning and tell you that, you know what, for one reason or the other, we cannot continue. Yeah. And your operations are destabilized. Yeah. And they treat you so condescendingly. But Epis went in there very strong. We passed the TCO audit. There was nothing they could do. In fact, there was a day they wrote us something that would take about 39 pages, expecting us to take about 2 or 3 months to complete it. We completed it in 2 hours because these were processes we are used to. I keep on telling Nigerians, the safety protocol in Epis is second to none in the world. Those 777s you're seeing are being maintained by the world's most expensive and the best MRO, the Israeli Aerospace Industries. I pay that much because I want safety. Our safety department, our engineering departments, the maintenance departments are top notch. If I'm lying, let NCS say so. After all, ICAO came to Nigeria. Who did they audit? It was Epis. If we had failed, Nigeria would have failed. Nigerians have embraced this. Nigerians are happy. It's as if some kind of burden has been lifted off their shoulders. A situation where Nigerians were paying, my own staff paid 15 million naira on business class for a 6-hour flight to the UK. Some people paid 17 million.
I love that Epi's boss is such a plain person. He's so transparent. He shares his experience and he's so honest in sharing his encounters, his challenges. So, guys, I hope you enjoy the interview. And this is where we draw the curtain. And until next time on Trending Stories, thank you and bye for now.